The PlayStation Vita's 2015 has been a tale of two halves, the first of which was awesome, as there was quite literally a stellar title available to purchase every week, but unfortunately the latter half of the year was pretty underwhelming, with the PlayStation Store beginning to feel like a barren wasteland up until December. Nevertheless, condensing the PS Vita's 2015 library into 10 games was difficult, and I'm sure that quite a few fan favourites didn't make it onto this list. But without further ado, here are the top 10 PS Vita games of 2015. While Hotline Miami 2 is definitely a step down from its excellent predecessor, it is still a fun experience. The great soundtrack and visual presentation mixed together for a solid night of horrendous violence, with plenty of levels and new additions such as the extremely difficult hard mode. Because Hotline Miami is not hard enough already, Hotline Miami 2 has more content than many AAA releases. It's violent, it's pretty, it's Hotline Miami. The second Double Fine title to be released on the PS Vita this year was certainly memorable. Tim Schafer's fever dream, which includes overbearing parents and cloud people, was hard to put down. While the ending certainly left a lot to be desired, the overall story is very entertaining and is guaranteed to keep gamers on the edge of their seats. I only wish that some of the puzzles in the second half were easier, as some of them were just really abstract. Octodad is definitely the funniest game on this list due to the hilarious movements of the titular character, but beyond the humorous exterior lies a solid physics-based title which features plenty of variety and an interesting story about the life of an octopus living in disguise. Unlike the previously mentioned Hotline Miami 2, Stealth Inc. 2 manages to meet the standards set by the original title and actually does one better by building upon it. The puzzles manage to walk a fine line between difficulty and frustration to offer conundrums which are very clever. The new gadgets are awesome, meanwhile the ability to create your own levels is icing on the cake. All of this combines to ensure that Stealth Inc. 2 is the full package. Definitely the best skateboarding title to be released this year, Olly 2 is oh so difficult but oh so rewarding. The excellent soundtrack and Twitch gameplay combine to make one of the best skateboarding titles since the glory days of the early 2000s. Monster Bag is one of the most unique titles available on the PS Vita, and that is saying something considering the array of craziness on the handheld. The 2D puzzles are fun, meanwhile the use of gore is great. The game is also free on PlayStation Plus, which is always a good thing. Super Time Force is basically a one-trick pony, but considering how awesome the game's signature time reversing mechanic is, that is more than acceptable. With a funny story and excellent gameplay, Super Time Force is a superb adventure on the PS Vita and PS4. Joe Danger 2 is everything a good sequel should be. It is bigger, badder, and better than the original, and considering the quality of Joe Danger 1, that is saying something. There's plenty to do in Joe Danger 2, and most of it is pretty awesome.
But it missed a few spots, didn't it?
It arrived late, but the wait was totally worth it because Bastion is the full experience on the PS Vita. The guns, the glamour, and the narrator are all present and are all awesome. It's difficult in all the right ways and a perfect fit for gaming on the go. Shovel Knight is pretty much perfect. The tight gameplay, excellently designed levels, and amounts of content makes it the PS Vita's game of the year. There are plenty of weapons to find and bosses to kill, all in 8-bit glory. The inclusion of Kratos and also free DLC is icing on the cake. Even if you're not a fan of indies or retro style titles, I cannot recommend enough that you give Shovel Knight a try, because you never know, you just might get hooks. That's a wrap for this list. If you disagree, let me know in the comments, subscribe for more PlayStation content, and as always, thanks for watching.